Hi guys, what's up? Hope you all are fine and safe. Are you in stress or strain? Okay, do one thing. Or close your eyes and take a deep breath. Breathe out slowly. Breathe in, breathe out slowly. Thank God, how blessed we are. Still, we have the air around us for breathe, water for drinking, and plants, animals, and everything is surrounded us. So everything which is available in our environment to satisfy our needs and wants is termed as resources. So these resources should provide it as economically feasible, culturally acceptable and technologically accessible. So technologically accessible, which means that these resources which can be derived or which can be derivated with our proper technology. And economically feasible, we can able to afford it, we can able to purchase these resources. And culturally acceptable, which means that these resources should be accepted with our culture. So hope you get the definition of the resources. Okay guys, so let's discuss about the type of resources. So the resources can be classified under the heads on the basis of its origin, on the basis of its exhaustibility, on the basis of its ownership and on the basis of its status of development. So most of the students have the confusion about how the classification. So guys, I will give you a tricks for you. So this is like a statement. Orbitinde X-ray എടുത്ത owner international common individual ആണ്. I repeat, orbitinde X-ray എടുത്ത owner international common individual ആണ്. If I am saying like a statement, obviously you may be thinking like that. Development ഇല്ലാത്ത പൊട്ടത്തരങ്ങൾ സ്റ്റോക്ക് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ please develop and reserve here. So development ഇല്ലാത്ത പൊട്ടത്തരങ്ങൾ സ്റ്റോക്ക് ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ please develop and reserve here. Let me go to discuss about what are the type of resources. So dear, orbit on the basis of its origin, the resources classified as biotic resources and abiotic resources. So biotic resources that you know, living resources or plants, animals are the examples of biotic resources. Then abiotic resources are non-living resources like wind energy, solar energy are the examples. So next, X-ray. So on the basis of its exhaustibility, the resources classified as renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Renewable, the word itself has the meaning renewed again and again. The resources once we use, they can be renewed again and again like wind energy, solar energy, water energy. Then non-renewable resources, once we use these resources which will be renewed but it will be take 1000 years. It's exhaustible resources like fossil fuels, minerals. So the next statement is honor international common individual honor. So on the basis of its ownership, the resources can be classified as individual resources, community resources, national resources and international resources. So individual resources, the resources which is owned by individuals like the ponds in our area, wells, etc. Then common resources, the common or community resources. So these community resources which is owned by a particular community. For example, the playground in nearby our village area. So it can be used people who are around that village. So this is the example of community resource. And the next is national resource. These resources owned by the particular nation. For example, the resources belongs to India are the national resource. So the resources within the political boundary and the ocean up to 12 nautical miles. And international resources. So international resources are the resources which is owned by international organization. And also there are the oceanic area up to 200 nautical miles as belongs to international resources. The next statement is development ഇല്ലാത്ത പൊട്ടത്തരങ്ങൾ stock ഉണ്ടെങ്കിൽ please develop and reserve here. So on the basis of its development, status of development, the resources classified as developed resources, potential resources, reserve and stock. Okay, potential resource which is just like you guys. You have the potential but you are not developed. You are not used the resource. So same. So the potential resources are the resources which is existing there and we know it is there but we are not used it. And the next is developed resources. We know the resources and we use these resources presently. And the third one is stock. So the stock which means that the resources are there. We know the resources are there but we don't have appropriate technology to use these resources. And the fourth one is reserve. Reserve are just like the stock. It's a subset of stock. Here we know how to use the resource but we are not use the resource presently and we just save this resource for the future use. Hope you clear how the classification is going on. So my dears, I am ending with a great thought of Mahatma Gandhi. The world has enough for everyone's need but not for everyone's greed. So this is your responsibility to keep the resources properly and save the resources for the future generation. And this is from Sumi Majid from Team Omnibus.